What's up, YouTube family? This is Jeff with a little bit of everything home services, coming to you with another video. And today I am going to be giving my review on the YETI. I'm gonna give you my review and my journey. So originally I did a review. It hasn't posted yet, but I did a review on a cooler. Now this particular cooler that I did review on was a cooler that held the ice for like 3 days. If you filled it all the way up, you put cold drinks in it, it would have ice in it for 3 days, and you would have nice cold drinks for 3 days. So I did that, and I love that cooler. And check out the review another time. But then I end up switching vehicles. So I was driving a van, so I had plenty of room for that cooler. Well, I changed over, my position changed a little bit, and I switched from a van to a Ford Escape, a much smaller vehicle. So my big cooler was not gonna fit in there with all my other equipment that I needed to put in there, so I had to think outside the box. So I started thinking, well, what can I use? So what I did was I went out and I purchased this gallon YETI. So this is a gallon, and I wanted to try it out and to see how it was going to work for me, so I wouldn't have to have the big cooler. I could have this, and this I use it for water. Now the coolers, I put water and some of everything else in, but I drink a lot of water. So what I found with this cooler, I purchased. You can buy it from many different places. This particular one, I think I got this one from Dick's Sporting Good, I believe is where I got this one. And what I found, family, was I would fill this up with ice all the way up to the top, and then I would pour water in it, and I would have ice cold water that would last me for 3 days during the summer, you know, if you fill it up. And if you put cold water in it, I mean, I would have for 3 days I could have ice cold water, you know. So and it's the great thing about this, I mean, the top on it right here, you take the top off. When you're filling it up, you don't have to worry about losing the top, because look at that, it's magnetic. You can put it on there while you pour your drink. Now the concept, how this particular, you can take it and drink from it straight from the opening right here. But what I found that's helpful was, I figured, you know what, I started thinking, and like, wait a minute, I bought this YETI right here. I've had this YETI for maybe a year, and the one thing I wasn't using it till its full potential. You know, matter of fact, I wasn't even taking it with me to work like that. I was using it at home, with ice by my bedside, pour water in it, and drink water throughout the night. I would wake up in the morning and still have some nice cold water sitting right there beside my bed. But then I started thinking, you know what, I could use this. So what I started doing, family, was I would fill this up. I would fill this YETI up, the tumbler up, and then I would fill it up with ice, pour water in it. Then I would fill the big gallon one up with ice and fill it up with water, and I will pour out of the gallon into this one right here, is what I would do. And it worked great. I had ice cold water all day long. I didn't have to have the big cooler. I didn't have to worry about space. I really liked it. Like this gallon cooler, this gallon YETI, and the tumbler YETI as well. I mean, this, it's if you're in not only if you're in the trades, but if you just like to have nice cold ice water and with you at all times, I mean, this is the way to go. Now, to tell you a little story. So this is the one I've had for a couple months now. I've had it a couple months, and it is dishwasher safe. So what happened was I filled it up with ice one morning, and I was switching out vehicles. Filled it up with ice, and I put everything from my truck into the smaller vehicle, and then I drove to work. And then I got to work, and I was like, I could not find it anywhere. And what I found was I searched the vehicle, and then I remember going to Sheets, filling it up with ice, because it's free. I got gas and I can get some free ice. So I filled it up with ice, but I left it in the truck. I didn't know. I thought I left it at Sheets. And so I called, and they was like, no, we hadn't seen it. And I was like, man, somebody grabbed my YETI. And I'm like, well, you know, I can't blame them. I mean, it's a wonderful piece of what you say, a piece of equipment or cooler, I say, to have. So I wasn't surprised, but I immediately, because I liked it so much, family, I immediately went out the same day and bought me another one, different color this time. I bought the blue, and as you can see, I haven't even opened it. And the reason I haven't opened it and took the tag off yet is because I found this one in the other vehicle. So I'm gonna just clean this one, wash it, and then I'm gonna have one in each vehicle. So I always have water, and the importance of that. I mean, family out here, I've been in positions where I've been working on a rooftop, working on an air conditioning unit all day long, or doing control work on the roof, and I'm up there thinking I'm going to be up there for an hour, and I didn't take anything with me, and oh my goodness, I'm dehydrated like crazy. And it would have been much better. That wouldn't have been the case if I would have just brought it up there with me. So now I really use it, and it's funny because this one that I had in the truck, it was in the truck for a week, and it still had ice in it. I mean, be granted, the weather's not as hot as it's been, you know, but it still had ice in it. So I'm gonna give this, I mean, as far as the Yeti, I'm not a big guy to have the name brand. I'm about getting what works, you know, and these tumblers and coolers, they work, family. So I'm not sponsored. Yeti's not sponsoring me or anything like that. I just like to tell you the truth. I like to tell you a way to make things better for you, and how to make things, I mean, it just makes your day better. Also, this one I did not get from Dick's Sporting Good. I got this one from Cabela. So just to tell you that, I mean, whether you go to Dick's, Cabela, or whatever, you can get these almost anywhere, family. So go ahead and make that investment. If you don't want it, you know, go ahead and get it for a loved one. You have someone that you know works, if they're working construction or in the trades or whatever. It's something great to have. They're not cheap, but they're worth every penny. You get what you pay for. All right, again, family, thank you for taking the time to check out the video. Talk to you soon. Again, have a blessed day.